It's story time, friends. So, a number of years ago, a long time ago, back in ancient times when they first created dirt, I worked for a company for nearly 17 years. And the company, their main business was supplying supplies to factories. And I had learned several aspects of the company. I could step in wherever they needed help and do whatever needed to be done, and just I had put a lot of time into that company. And one day I came into work, and everybody was glued around the TV set in the break room. And I went into there, and there on the TV was a burning tower. And after a moment, there was another burning tower. 9/11. And the world changed. And I'll never forget those images. And the economy went into a tailspin. Don't know if you remember, but everybody was very afraid. And everything came to a halt. Well, our business was cut quite a bit. And I had gone from all those years, nearly 2 decades, if you want to look at it that way, of being an asset to the company to now I got the very strong feeling from my bosses that I was looked at as being a liability. And so I knew that my time there was short. I started looking for another job. And one of my coworkers who did the same kind of stuff that I did, but only been there for a few years, he found another job. And when he was leaving, my bosses told him that they were going to replace him with part-timers because it was cheaper. He was a liability, even though we'd been committed to the company. And so I really knew that I was in deep trouble. And so eventually I found another job to go to. And for the longest time, I was hurt. I was angry. And it wasn't until quite some time later that I realized something. And here is an important nugget for you. Okay? I want you to, this is what motivates me, what needs to motivate you. Okay? This needs to be ingrained. You need to listen carefully on this. Please take this in. If you don't listen any farther, listen to this part. Even if you're best buddies with your boss or with the owner of the company, doesn't make any difference who you're best buddies with. You need to understand you don't work for them. Not even the owner of the company. You don't work for them. You work for the company. Okay? You're not working for a person. Think of it this way. You want this example? Your company you work for is having really hard times and is getting desperate. And you're best buddies with the owner of the company. Is that owner going to tell you, you know what, friend? It's you and me to the bitter end. If this company goes down, it's going to be you and me shutting the lights off and locking the door and walking away. No. They can be your best friend. And unfortunately, at some point, probably with tears in their eyes, they're going to say, I got to let you go because the company is on hard times. I need to cut expenses. I got to let you go. You see, you're not working for a person. You're working for a company. Here is the other important point you need to get right now ingrained with that first point. You work for a company, and the other point is companies don't act like people. Companies act like animals. It sounds funny, but you got to look at it in this way. If a company's existence is threatened, it lashes out at whatever is threatening it. Okay? Just like an animal. Once you have that figured out, friend, everything looks different to you. Okay? You see your career and your work in a whole different light. Okay? that company is going to do everything it can to survive, including no matter how valuable you are or think you are. If you get in the way of that company's survival, that animal called company is going to eliminate you because you are threatening its existence. Okay, two important points I want you to get there. You see that? Okay. Once you get that figured out, now I hope you begin to see this is not fear, gloom and doom, and negative stuff. It's reality. You think about how a company operates and think about those things, and it'll become more clear to you that that's the way you need to see it. You're not guaranteed anything, friend. If your company sees you as a liability, as an expense they need to get rid of, that company's going to lash out as an animal being threatened, and you'll be eliminated. They'll let you go. And with the way the economy is going right now, and the way it's predicted to go, unfortunately, it's going to happen to a lot of us. Okay? So, instead of ignoring that, and instead of being the victim when it happens, that's why now you need to use some of your time to create things that work for you, that have the potential of earning you an income on the side. So that one of these days, when it happens to most of us, and they let you go, you may even be to the point where you can, believe it or not, you may be to the point where you can say, with a smile on your face, don't worry about it, friend. I'll be all right. I've got some things going that now I'll be able to commit some more time to. Okay? It doesn't have to be, oh no, the end of the world has happened. What am I going to do now? And victim mentality. Don't go the same old way that so many have gone so many times, and just like it's always just a blindside, bam, what is this? Why? Why me? And on and on and on. It doesn't have to go that way for you. Don't let it go that way for you, okay? This is not get rich quick. That's the 1010th time I've said this now. It's just making your time start to work for you now. Be the master of your time. Don't just burn away your life numbing yourself and ignoring things and let it hit you and out of the blue. Okay? Use at least some of your time to start preparing and to start building and start taking command of things. So I think that's enough said. I read all my comments. You guys, all my viewers, all my subscribers, you're great. I've learned a lot from all your comments. You had some good advice. And I hope this doesn't come across wrong. I care about you guys. And that's why I'm saying this. That's why I'm trying to give you this insight right now. I care about you guys. Please take that to heart. Take those 2 points to heart and start seeing your time in a different way. It's a huge asset that you need to start making work for you.